Grown men and women with fully developed frontal lobes have once again started lining up at Costco stores in hopes of taking advantage of a broken gaming system that is meant for children. I've been tracking an outbreak, not bird flu, not monkeypox, something more contagious. Pokemon card scalping. These people catch wind of a new set drop and immediately lose all higher brain function. Pupils dilate, legs move on their own toward the nearest Walmart, mouths form the words,
investment opportunity.
Great investment opportunity.
Here's the thing, I recognize these people. These are the same ones who cleared out every bottle of hand sanitizer in a 40-mile radius during COVID and flipped them on Facebook Marketplace for triple the price. The same ones who, to this day, are still wearing N95 masks alone in their cars. What do they all have in common? Yeah. Behold, the pinnacle of 21st century progress. Contributing members of society fighting over Pokemon cards. They're like a bunch of feral little rats who've been deprived of food for weeks. Except rats actually are resourceful and rats have goals. Rats adapt. How did we get here? Genuinely, how the did we get here? At what point in human civilization did someone look at a Pokemon card display stand and think,
yes, this is my calling, this is what I was put on Earth to do?
We have people out here with fully functioning legs, hands, and internet connections, tools that could be used to, I don't know, get a job. And this is what they chose. This. Sprinting through a Walmart aisle at 8 a.m. like their life depends on it, not because they love the game, not because they grew up collecting, because they saw a YouTube video called How I Made $400 Flipping Cards. There are people doing actual back-breaking work for dignified money, yet you have decided that your contribution to the economy is panic buying cardboard with little cartoon animals on them. And before anyone comes for me, I actually love Pokemon. I grew up with it and I still love it. This isn't even about the cards. This is about the people that made buying it a miserable experience for everyone else. It's actually gotten to a point where someone was willing to shoot another person for cutting in line.
Right now, police are behind me investigating a shooting that occurred in this Kroger parking lot here on the city's southeast side. Police say this was an argument turned violent over Pokemon cards.
I was coming out of the grocery store. I got into my car. I heard two gentlemen that were in an altercation. I looked over and there was a black gentleman and a Hispanic gentleman, and the black guy hit him.
A witness who does not want to be identified.
These men are out here doing God's work, reinforcing the stereotype.
Meanwhile, a dispute over Pokemon cards may have led to a shooting outside of a Kroger on the Near East Side. One person was injured. Police say both people involved are adults. The victim is in surgery.
Again, key word here is adults. There was no misunderstanding between two 10-year-olds who got a little too excited. These were grown men fighting over cards that are, by every metric, designed and marketed for children. The target demographic is literally kids. The mascot is a yellow creature that says its own fucking name.
It's Pikachu!
Look, I get nostalgia. If you grew up with Pokemon, if it meant something to you, and cracking open a pack still gives you the same feeling it did at age 8, that's actually beautiful. Keep that. Protect that. But that's not what this is. And out of every possible hill in the entire landscape of human conflict, you were willing to die on this. A Kroger. A Kroger is where you plant your flag and pull out a firearm. Whatever happened to the lost art of just squaring up? You cut me in line, I cut you back. We exchange a few words. Maybe I'll give you a little shove. We sort it out like civilized human beings and go home. Anyways, remember when tech bros used to say, I invested in a monkey JPEG that does absolutely nothing but to use them as display pictures on our Twitter profiles. Well, they've graduated from NFTs to Pokemon cards.
What's the best card to invest in right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Let me tell you exactly what I just bought.
So you personally invested in this card?
I just bought 10 of them right now.
But that's modern.
It's okay. I'm investing for the future.
Let's just zoom in a little bit on what these cards are. Okay. Noted. What not to buy.
What's the worst card to invest in right now?
There is none. All Pokemon are booming.
My brother in Christ. You are the very example of what people call a degenerate.
Huh?
It's unemployed people like you who milk the shit out of a fake scarcity and take advantage of other like-minded individuals who are willing to pay thousands of dollars for it.
How does a self-sustaining economy work?
Take a look at this card. How much do you think it's worth? Did you say $5?
Wrong.
It's actually worth... But it's a card. No, silly. It's just a matter of supply and demand. If the marketplace determines the price of a card out of thin air, the most logical thing to do is simply buy for that price and pray to God that the value goes up so you can sell for a profit. I think that makes sense, right? Like if you want to make a quick buck, just do options trading.
I just lost $1,500. What the fuck?
Because, goddamn it, even losing money on puts feels a little more dignified compared to this. I don't know how we went from,
Shit, I worked hard today. I want to treat myself and get a pack of cards so I can play a fresh set on the weekend.
To...
Okay, boys, tomorrow at 3 a.m., we're lining up at Costco. Bring the camping chairs, some snacks, and a gun, just in case some fucker cuts in line and takes the last box. Let's fucking go!
The market isn't being driven by people who love Pokemon. It's not even being driven by collectors anymore. It's speculators buying from speculators, driving prices up for other speculators in this broken self-contained bubble of artificial value that has absolutely nothing to do with the cards themselves. And who pays for all of that? Real players, actual hobbyists. Kids. It's a parasitic economy of people extracting value from a community they contribute absolutely nothing to. But I want to leave you with a little story. A short one. Once upon a time, booster packs sold for $1. That's the story. Ew. Now that one was fucking hard to watch. A lot of people in the comments were actually asking, why didn't the kid just grab one? But that's exactly the point. Unlike the adults in other videos, this kid actually had manners and common decency. He didn't make a scene, he didn't push anybody and didn't demand. He just waited patiently, quietly, the way we're all supposed to. When did we unlearn that? When did basic decency become something we have to be reminded of by a kid?
This employee at Jewel Osco Supermarket is going viral because he was caught buying up all the Pokemon cards before the store opens. People were patiently waiting at 6 a.m. when they noticed the employee buying as many cards as he could get his hands on. Now this caused a pretty big uproar from customers because the employee was taking advantage of his job to create an unfair scenario. Many people in the comments pointed out, though, that the guy filming is likely a scalper himself, waiting this early in line to get cards, so they think that he actually got his karma instead.
Now I have to give credit where credit is due, because in the middle of all this, we witnessed something beautiful. A scalper being out-scalped. A guy filming is watching someone steal his idea in real time. You're not mad that he's doing it though. You're upset that he beat you to the punch. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
So employees completely shut down a greedy scalper desperately trying to bypass the 2-box limit.
Pallet, if you guys would sell it to me. No chance? Yeah. Like, not even if I just like slipped you 100? No.
100?
100?
Nobody knows about these. Nobody knows about these. That is a huge pallet.
Limit 2? It's gonna be a long day with that limit 2 right now. Just won't let me buy more, not me.
Nah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, they gotta wait till 10 to get the other 2.
Yeah.
Do you guys sell them, or you rip them, or what do you guys do?
I rip them.
I was like, 2. Because I'd take the whole pallet if you guys would let me.
Then these little kids come and they cry and it's sad. They just want to open cards up.
I have 5 different memberships under my account. Can you guys sell to me on the other memberships?
No. The 2-box limit exists because Costco looked at people exactly like him and said, we need to legislate against this specific person. And he responded by becoming two people. He's working the room, he's acting smooth, he's walking up to complete strangers who are just trying to peacefully do their Saturday grocery run and asking them what they plan to do with their boxes. Weird, but harmless. Except you can smell it. You can smell the desperation radiating off him like a man who just checked eBay sold listings before he got out of bed this morning. He's like a desperate hooker offering sloppy toppy for some fucking coke. Absolutely zero awareness of how he looks doing any of this. Jesus. Yeah, fuck you, dude. He's been there since 7 in the morning. Do you know how difficult that was for him? To stand in line for 2 hours? Are you even aware of how much he's sacrificed in that amount of time? You don't understand the grind, bro. Kidding aside, I don't think these people are evil. They're just a perfect product of a system that has told them repeatedly that the only thing that matters is the profit margin, and that getting there first is the same as being right. If you can exploit a loophole, you should, because someone else will if you don't. They're not entirely wrong about that last part. The real damage is that this is what hustle culture looks like when it fully metastasizes. When find a gap in the market becomes find a community that loves something and ruin it for them. Nobody grows up wanting to be this guy, but the internet told him he was an entrepreneur, so here we are. I like how the lady sounds like a preschool teacher. No running in the hallway! Lily, walk, don't run. We don't want you to get a boo-boo, okay? Society has officially hit rock bottom. People are willing to disrupt grocery shopping, invoke violence, and traumatize Costco employees making minimum wage. It's not even guaranteed you'll get the money back. But the way they fight for their lives, I think I might be wrong. We have spent decades building systems, institutions, technologies, entire civilizations on the assumption that adults would continue to function like adults. And somewhere along the way, a combination of social media validation, hustle culture mythology, and get-rich-quick dopamine loops has genuinely regression tested a portion of the population back to the kiddie sandbox. I'm a Pokemon fan, but a pretty average one. I've played I've played the games. I own some plushies. I actually crocheted this little Ampharos over here. Like it? Isn't it cute? I even used to watch the show religiously as a kid. But the card game, trading, collecting, building decks, that world never really pulled me in. And I was always more of a catch-em-all in the digital game kind of person. Actually, that's a lie, because I've never completed a Pokédex. But my definition of completion is defeating the Elite Four. After that, I'm fucking done. My husband, on the other hand, is obsessed with it. Therefore, this phenomenon is something I learned against my will. He has binders upon binders upon binders of Pokemon cards.
My husband is not a scalper and does not intend to sell his cards. He is just an innocent card collector.
Just 2 weeks ago, one of his closest friends came over to visit and they decided to be nostalgic for the day and rip some new packs. He bought a box of the newest cards. I don't remember the name, but at what cost? To me, an average 9-to-5 worker, that's worth a lot of money. But you see this? So this card, when he pulled it, probably cost around $200, but has now died down and costs. You see, card trading, collecting these cards or ripping packs used to be a fun pastime. Hey, it still probably is, but can you still call it fun when the price tag has become more exciting than the card itself? When people are opening packs not for the pull but for the profit. Don't get me wrong, I have hobbies that are worth a lot of money, but with reason, okay? My cameras, my lenses, easily worth thousands. My knitting needles could cost up to $200 depending on the material. And don't even get me started on 3D printing. However, there is a difference between something being worth a lot and something being made expensive by people who saw a community and smelled an opportunity. One is value, the other is straight up exploitation. What I keep coming back to is the actual collectors, the kids saving up birthday money for a single pack, the millennials who just want to reconnect with something they grew up loving. Pokemon has survived 30 years because of these people. Because of the ones who actually play the game. The real fans. Those who actually care about what's on the card beyond what it's worth on eBay. And they deserve to enjoy it without having to fight a guy with a spreadsheet and multiple Costco memberships. So if there's anything worth taking from all this, stop buying from scalpers. Okay, now I'm gonna show you Oddish. He looks a little crusty, okay? But I made him when I first started crocheting. Don't judge me, please.